Welcome to that Lit Squad. You already know.
Greetings and welcome to the Lit Squad.
Lit Squad.
Squad in the building.
Shout out to the Strictly for the Music podcast because Lit Squad right now is kind of on Venus, so we had to come into a takeover tonight.
Yep, we're in the Strictly for the Music studio. We had some water pipes break, and just
pretty much. So tonight we have with us Jai Gunz, Jai Peasy. He's actually the blind rapper that is on bandlab.com and also Instagram Live does shows. And we have Big Dog with us. Thank you guys for joining us.
Appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
All
What's
right.
those? Good. You guys got it.
All right.
It's an honor to be here. I'm always proud to be amongst the elite stars of the Band Lab platform, man.
Welcome, Jai Gunz.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, so the Lit Squad podcast has been going on for a year and a half, strictly for the music, about the same probably. And you're on with Easy Fokes, SKN, DJ SKN, and me, Relia. So you know who's talking to you.
Word.
Yeah.
So what's going on in that
only
celebrity
one voice
world?
out of the whole crew. There's only one voice out of the whole crew I don't recognize. I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm cool with everything. Like, it is what it is. Let's get it.
Great.
So I know we're late because we missed a few weeks of recording. Yep. You know, I think I had the the Rona, I believe, so I was down. And then the Super Bowl, we didn't record because we were probably all getting drunk. Watching the game. But I would like you guys all watch the halftime show.
Amen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I heard the halftime show, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
what
crazy.
An amazing presentation. I love that they actually chose the old original songs from each individual person. That was fucking awesome.
I know that's right. That was what got me with the whole thing. I was loving the fact that we were just grooving to classics that I grew up to. A lot of my, family members was like, "Yo, this is it. This was the topper for the whole game."
So to give you a visual of what the halftime show was like, because Jai Gunz is actually a blind rapper that has gone really, really far. I have to commend him on BandLab and all these other platforms that he's on, because he is blind, but he is not blind with his vocals because he is everywhere. He even did some special guest performances in some celebrity podcasts, as I heard, right?
Wow.
Yeah, we're on Sensible Ignorance show on Instagram with Fat Man School. Yeah. I'm the blind movie reviewer. So yeah, we do little segments in the show there where I review movies, latest movies or movies that are, of relevancy, and then I give my ratings on them and I give a review for the movie itself,
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So how it was like a big ass fucking piece of white building that was on the floor. And then you had like different compartments, look like rooms inside of that building. And then you had Snoop Dogg on top, and they popped up out of the floor. What's his name? He popped up out the floor. Come on, guys.
Dr. Dre?
Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre popped up out the floor looking like he was with a big soundboard, and he came out and started performing with Snoop Dogg. That's how they started the entire show. And then 50 Cent was hanging upside down inside of another room in all red with a whole bunch of girls dancing around them singing "It's Your Birthday" or whatever. Then you got freaking out of nowhere, Eminem was on the top over there, and he was just standing on top of the building. He comes out, and they asked him not to kneel, and he chose to kneel. Snoop Dogg actually smoked the blunt on the field, and they took a picture of him and tried to, get him for doing that. On top of that
Damn.
too. Yeah, so that was another. There was very a lot of controversy going on, and they also asked Snoop Dogg not to wear anything gang related, but he wear complete Crip attire. His freaking shirt and his pants was all Crip colors. So and they asked him not to Crip dance, and he did that too. So that was just crazy. And then you got Kendrick Lamar came out of nowhere, and his performance was more of a Super Bowl performance. He wasn't on the building structure at all. He was on the side, and he had his introduction with complete dancers and everything, kind of like, I don't know, everybody's wearing black. It was looking crazy. I don't know. They were like on some conspiracy stuff. So I think that it was a all in all pretty great performance. And Mary J popped up all white with white boots. And of course, she's always with elegancy coming out with her fucking shit, because the songs that she sang was always inspirational. So it was a really great performance to me. All in all, I love that they did it with old school style. Everybody was doing like their own flavor. You know what I mean?
For sure.
What do you guys feel about all of that? That they asked them specifically not to do things in the Super Bowl, and they decided to do it anyway. I think it's great, right?
I do.
Wonderful.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Because they didn't want Eminem to kneel, but he ended his performance with a kneel. And that really killed them for that. But you know what? We as artists are going to do what we want to do anyway. So them standing up and doing as they pleased, and hip hop taking over, especially iconic hip hop, I think that was fantastic.
100%. Mainly because of the fact that, it was a representation of things that needed to be addressed. People don't want to, they too many people are scared of the realities of what's going on in this country, and that's the one thing that we have to acknowledge. It. And as artists, that's our job to express these feelings that we feel about them. So, I mean, I commend each and every one of them for doing the opposite of what they were told, because it really shows that going against the grain didn't matter to to them about what the consequences was, which there really were none. They were just getting a stern talking to.
Yeah, I agree too.
But I know, right?
Definitely.
What do you feel?
How can you censor the same people that say?
Oh, joining us is P.M Grands. Nice to hear your name up in the mix. Also with us with Jai Gunz.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
P.M Grands. Nice to meet you, man. Thank you for showing up and participating.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you too, bro. Nice to meet all of you. Definitely.
So I think that, of course. So I think that it was really great that they actually stood up to the man, because I mean, you're not getting paid for this fucking Super Bowl anyway, right? Why not do what the fuck you want? And hip hop has always been an expressional way for musicians to show their qualities and whatnot, and everything that they represented was everything they tried to tell them not to do. So I feel that it was a good thing that they did stand up. What do you think, Easy?
Let's be real though. All the people mad about Eminem kneeling and about Snoop crip walking and the stuff, those people don't buy their music anyways. You know?
Oh, not to mention Dr. Dre. They told Dr. Dre not to mention in his song anything about going against police. And that was also something that he decided to, how he says like fuck the police or whatever in that song, he decided to do that as well. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, it is what it is.
Exactly. Get over it, because that was the show in the first place. You gave 90s rappers who were very prolific in the conquest about these different situations. They were very verbal about them and proactive in them. You gonna tell them you gonna try to censor them? Are you serious? Like, you should have slapped them before even making that statement.
Yeah, it was that part that he says still got no love for police or whatever. They told him specifically not to do that and not to put any negativity towards them. But I feel that, you're right. It's complete. It was entertainment. They did a great job, and I salute them. Only reason why I had to explain is for Jai Gunz and every other person listening to us right now that is blind, so that way they can actually get a visual of what was going on, because we love all of our audience. And, we want to count everybody in to understand what exactly was so controversial.
Right. That's how you
I liked because compared to previous Super Bowl shows, it was kind of minimalist. It wasn't all flashy, crazy stuff going on.
Exactly.
You know? It was more focused on the substance of who the artists are and their product they produce, and not like, just these gimmicky performances. I mean, don't get me wrong, the big choreographed crazy shit going on has its place, but a minimalist approach can also be appreciated.
Absolutely.
I love that they played that whole California Love from Tupac type of theme, and Snoop came and flipped it too with Dr. Dre. I think that was great. They had me so entertained. By the time I saw Kendrick, I said, "Who the hell is this new artist?" Because there was so much going on that I said, "Hold the fuck up! Who am I looking at right now?" Because
I don't remember.
Shout out to Kendrick because he did a whole new song that I didn't hear before that when he came out with his performance, so they kind of threw me off.
Nah, We Gonna Be All Right is it's happened. That song came out a few years ago. That was one of his I think I want to say his second album or third album or something like that.
Yeah, I love Kendrick anyway. I was so shocked from all the old songs coming out. When I seen him, I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Word.
Wow.
He's definitely got a genre of music, like, for real, because, like, for me, when I first heard his first album, his first debut album, which is Good Kid, Mad City, it was by far one of his greatest accomplishments, to me, because it was so much there, and his when you break down each and every track that's in there, it's nothing there that wasn't worth listening.
Yes, I like him because he's more of a conscious rapper. Yeah.
Is it one of those albums that you put it, you pump, you put it into your player, and you're like, well, I'm going to listen to this. And then like an hour later, you realize you've just listened to the entire album. Start to finish.
Didn't realize it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? When Kendrick did that album and then J. Cole hit his album, I think that was all I was playing in the car at the time. I remember because they were just both of them were back to back with like just action-packed type of realness inside of their albums. Shout out to both of them because that was just fantastic.
For sure.
Amen.
Because J. Cole got something for you. I feel
Fuck
the rain for me. That's it right there. Oh man.
In other news, talking about, I know I'm taking the whole shit over, right, guys? SKN, you want to talk about that whole freaking your favorite guy in the world? Actually, it's easy, folks. Refrigerator guy.
Oh man, Mr. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Well, I'm not sure if we covered the divorce or anything. But I guess Kanye West sold his $11 million ranch is it Wyoming? Yeah, Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently now Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian are a thing now.
I had that in my mind, yo. I don't care what nobody say. They was hanging way too tough and talking about she was just saying, oh, they was just friends. I said, yo, this bitch lying her ass off.
Yo, we say before.
Wasn't Kim Kardashian?
But I'm sorry, the guy is fucking ugly. I mean, I'm sorry, I gotta say the truth. I'm the real chick. I tell you the truth. This guy looks like he hasn't slept in fucking weeks. He's got black underneath of his eyes. You know what I mean? I know he's a comedian. He's a great comedian. I've actually seen him, on different episodes, Saturday Night Live. Yeah, exactly. But him with Kim, it's just weird. It's just like Kanye's been an asshole and we've been bothering with him for a long time, and almost every other episode somebody brings him up. We have a lot of respect for Kanye West, though. He's a good musician. He's gone through his ups and downs. He's a little fucking nuts with the presidents and all that shit. But really, like, if you look at Kim and with this new guy, it just doesn't fit to me,
No,
right?
It don't.
Like she's all reality TV chic, and he looks like a background character from Train Spotting. It's like,
hey, like they say, opposites attract.
Yeah,
that's very true. I guess when you look like you got beat up by Holyfield and Mike Tyson at the same time, I guess it can work.
Fuck, I'm like looking at this guy like he looks like he was in Bensonhurst with me a couple of years ago. I'm like, what the fuck? In Brooklyn,
he must have game. He must have some game.
He must
There's
have that
something there.
D.
Yeah,
He gotta have
must
that
be
D.
swinging a 9-pound hammer is what he's got going on.
I'm trying to
You
tell
know
you
how
something.
Kim gets. We all saw how Kim gets down. At least maybe some of us.
Yeah,
Right.
he must be slinging something.
Listen, I can remember the whole Ray J and Kim thing, you know, because back before I lost vision anyway. So like this is a big thing, yo. When you see her flopping around from winger to winger, it's just like, dude, stick with one. Can we see you with just one and ride that one out?
But it's at the point like she's got kids with Kanye. You know what I'm saying? So now you just looking like you tricking. Like just stop.
It really does.
Yeah, because he's over there trying to gain her back and going through all publicity, talking about he wants his wife back, and this guy's just smiling in every picture, walking around with her. You know what I mean?
Man.
It's almost like she ran to him right after.
It's almost like like Easy said, there was something going on before they broke up.
That's how I feel. I feel like that's exactly what it was. Like she had him on standby. She's like, listen, Kanye is acting crazy. I'm going to be leading you to be in the background. Just stand back.
Man.
And he was just with his hand open. He was just with his hand open, ready for a titty or something. I don't know. Something happened there.
For sure. I can agree to that.
Yeah, and in other news, congratulations to Rihanna for her first baby that she's having. But imagine how everybody else she slept with feels.
Right. Like, damn, who's the one that caught that one? Sheesh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's gorgeous and she's got great music, and when I saw her pregnant, I was like, wow, that's a thing,
Well,
that's great.
Is it like a successful guy or did she get Kevin Federline?
No, it was a successful, he's also another musician. And it's somebody that she's been seeing for a while. It's out there. I forgot his name, but he wasn't like that important to me. I'm into her music. I think that she has a specific type of style. And I was just wondering if Jay-Z is actually going to send something to the baby shower,
Word. Because that was my thought process. Like, I think he was the first one that smashed. Like,
yeah,
under that,
that's what I said. Yeah, I think Beyonce probably beat his ass. Who knows? Funny celebrity news.
I honestly would be scared because I think Beyonce could take Jay-Z in a fight. I think she'd win that one.
Listen, you see how Solange
cut out. I'm driving, so I'm back though.
All right.
Yeah, I'm back though.
But I'm saying, you see how Solange get it in though, so I don't know. You might even be picking up.
Look, she's got a little Creole flavor in her. I don't know. They get spicy.
For sure.
You better not send no damn freaking, no crib toys or nothing. He better leave that alone.
He might want them.
You guys get any other news?
Rihanna had I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, I saw her with her little belly. She took a picture with him. He's actually a very well-known musician that she's with.
A$AP Rocky.
Yes. A$AP Rocky. Okay. That's who she's with.
A$AP.
Yeah. So she's been messing with him for some time. And, they decided, to have a baby. It's her first baby. She's still young. So God bless her and her family. A lot of people are excited about it. I saw some reggae musician the other day that was shouting her out for that. So that's a really nice thing. She's still young. She could still do it. So that's just about it, for me.
Are they going to give the kid?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, are they going to give the kid like a normal name or are they going to give him like a celebrity name? Are you going to see like Apple Blossom Rocky or, Northwest or something weird like that?
South, yeah, those names are just killing me. Blue and all of that.
It is crazy. But they're unique in their own little way. Now, what I was gonna say was, I guess A$AP got tired of realizing that what it was is when you remember when he got arrested overseas, that nigga spent some time in that prison down over there overseas. He said, "Fuck that, I ain't going back to jail without at least popping out one."
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I got it.
You guys have any more news?
a lot of guys that they calm down a bit when they have kids.
He looks
Very
like he
true.
loves her very much, and they look like they're very happy. In the pictures she took natural pictures with just a jean jacket, with her belly out, with a short little shirt, and he's just like there with her, like looks like underneath the train station in New York or something. Nothing
That's
big and special.
dope. Wow.
Yeah, she had like a chain. She had a gold chain that went down to her belly, so it was just simple pictures. It wasn't nothing too fancy that she did to announce that she's pregnant. She's like 5 months or something.
Okay.
So I think,
Yeah.
it's nice. It's just that when you see that, you can just feel the hate of all the men that was chasing her. You know what I mean? When you look at that picture.
100%.
Because
Damn.
she's a gorgeous, Barbados, I think, or Bahamas. She's always been that underdog that came up out of nowhere, and everybody just grew to love her. So definitely shout out to her, and God bless her baby from the Lit Squad and from Strictly for the Music. We're all over the place today.
For sure, for sure.
Amen.
And let's wash away that hate from Chris Brown that's coming next.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I was thinking that shit. I said Chris Brown just like fucking bit his own lip on that shit.
I bet he was trying his ass off too. She was like, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Damn.
You guys have any more news?
I got one question though. PM Grands. What's your addy on BandLab?
It's PM Grands _ music.
Oh, okay, I found you, bro. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he's preparing that shit.
Oh, Connecticut. Hartford, Connecticut, huh?
Yep. I'm a East Coast boy.
Damn, over 25,000 plays, man.
Yeah, I've been up here since July, and people have been showing me a lot of love. So
doing it, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man.
PM Grands.
What else?
He actually is a musician that he's an artist as well as he is sort of an engineer. He engineers. We actually were working on something that's coming out shortly, and he engineered the entire thing. He kind of took it apart and put it back together. So he's very talented.
Thank you. Yeah, I try. That's all I could do.
Hey, that's all we built for, is trying and making things work, man. You can't fault yourself for anything bad that happens, because as human beings we all make mistakes. But to be good at something and to be skilled at something, man, that's something to recognize.
To tell you a little backstory, I used to go to a studio out here. My boy owned it, but he ended up passing away, and I never had to do that side of that aspect of the music. He always handled that, so it's all kind of new to me. But I know what sound I'm looking for and stuff like that. So I'm getting there. Little by little, I'm learning. Little tricks I'm teaching myself and shit. So it's working. It's working.
That's
though.
That's what's up.
And I'm like USA over here on my 4th fucking vodka and soda right now, so
tipping on that.
It's fucking Lit Squad. This is what we do. Even though we're strictly for the music.
What kind of vodka? I guess Russian vodka's not cool right now.
Svedka. Listen, Linda. I never had problems with the Russians. I used to live by them in Brooklyn and Brighton Beach. I even spoke some Russian and worked for them at one time. But all this invasion stuff is like they just need to chill.
The big question is, which vodka is better, Polish vodka or Russian vodka?
Now that is a very good question. I have cousins that are half Polish. I really do. I have 3 cousins that are half Polish, and we used to sing Happy Birthday in English and in Polish when I was little, believe it or not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll have to get a survey on that one. I don't know.
Well, to answer your question, I'm going to have to say Icelandic vodka.
Ooh, Icelandic is a bitch. That shit takes you to a place you don't know where you are. It's kind of like when you drink tequila.
If I drink Icelandic vodka, I don't get hungover and I don't puke. I can put a whole 5th away.
How about Tito's? You mess with Tito's?
Oh, Tito's is rum. Tito's is rum.
Tito's.
I haven't drinking years.
Yeah, they got vodka too. Tito's
Fuck, I've never drank that. I'd probably be on the floor.
Tito's is pretty good. It's smooth.
So if any of these alcoholic beverages want to sponsor strictly for the music or the Lit Squad, you can definitely contact us.
For sure.
Yeah, matter of fact, now they obligated. We shouted them out. We want our royalty check.
Word.
Exactly.
Yeah, or they could send us sample packs of fifths of their product, you know, and
Exactly.
on each sub.
And
We
Easy
could be
Folks
like-
will happily drink them, and so will I. And so will SKN.
Yeah, they can bribe us like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's gonna
I
be
take
all
that bribe.
y'all. I don't do that. I don't drink no more. I haven't drank in years, y'all. So
Oh
Well,
man.
that's because you haven't got to me yet. Because you
I
don't
haven't
need to
drank
see
for
to be
years,
fucked up.
bro.
You'd hold my arm all night. Don't worry about it. We'll just get fucked up together.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
I
why I
have to
never
see.
want to let go.
Yeah, once I see you, don't worry. You will forget that you can't see, and you'll see everything. I swear to God.
Oh my god, really?
I love
What
this.
is you
No, I
telling
love
us?
Jai Gunz. Jai Gunz is so fucking talented. He's underrated. People have to check him out. I mean,
Yeah.
his music
Oh.
amazed me when I first heard it. And then when I listened to him and actually spoke to him and he said that he lost his vision, what was around your 30s, I was like
Yeah, right
completely
before-
inspired.
Yeah.
Completely inspired. He has he has an Instagram live show that he has how many days a week?
I do it 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. We do Saturday sometimes, but it's usually by request. So yeah, you know, pretty
He
much
has
around
the
the clock.
Cypher Saturday going on too. He's doing so much for people that can actually see and they're not doing. It's amazing to me.
Wow, bro.
Bro.
Hats off to you. Respect, man. I have to
Appreciate
check
you,
you out
bro.
too, definitely, bro.
He's
Yeah.
he's the inspiration to grind time. You know when you're a musician and you've done everything and you're like, fuck, what do I do next? When you meet somebody like Jai Gunz, it's like, what the fuck am I not doing? This guy is doing it all. You know what I'm saying? And he can't even
Right.
see. So it's a blessing. Like where we can't
I
see, when
love
we
it,
have
dude.
vision, he is seeing everything. And God is
Word.
working
Dope.
through him to really bless him through that. I think it's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
Respect you, bro.
Appreciate that.
Hell
man.
yeah. Yeah, I got on his show. If anybody wants to go on his Instagram page, what's your Instagram?
Oh, you can find me at mr.jai.gunz on Instagram.
Yeah,
That's
just check him
Mr.
out. He's
Jai
got a bunch of those live. He's got these live shows that are really informative and very inspirational and has a lot of people involved too. So check that out.
Show.
Yeah, definitely good people.
Fuck yeah. So app talk, right? I guess we're going Lit Squad style, guys.
Yeah.
So app talk, what apps do PM Grands and Jai Gunz actually, Mr. Jai Gunz actually, what do you guys use? What type of apps would you shout out today?
Man, I can't say nothing more about Band Lab. Band Lab really been a crutch for me, really, to be honest, because I need to be strapped with cash. I got 3 kids I take care of on top of everything that I do in the music. I needed a place to go where I could record my stuff and it still sounds quality record. So being a contributor and new songs and learning methods of how to record and get the sound, vocals right, what to you. I'm still learning certain stuff. You know, there's still things I haven't learned, but I give nothing but credence to the definite to the Band Lab platform because it was the I could always say was worthy of keeping on my phone or on my tablet or whatever. So when I record something, I could just make it happen.
Yeah, I second that. That's like the main app I use. I'm always on that shit doing whatever I'm doing, but yeah, Band Lab. But
Shout out to
I hear you
bandlab.com.
Did I?
PM Grands is like out of breath. What the fuck are you doing? What are we doing here, guy?
Did I hear you walking through the snow? I think I heard.
Something like that. Yeah.
There's snow. I
Yeah,
feel
I'm in
so bad.
Connecticut.
I was at a pool today, just swimming.
Wow.
You gotta do
Check
like
it out on
that.
BandLab. Check it out on BandLab.com at The Real Chick. I actually put pictures up of me sitting at the pool today.
Yo, lucky you. I'm like sitting here with like damn near knee-high snow up here in New York.
Well, you guys are always welcome to come down and chill at my house and drink some vodka with me by the pool. No problem.
Oh, shit. You ain't said nothing but a word. I got fam in Orlando too, so I might even do that.
What?
Yeah, come on down. I'm waiting for my anchors to come meet me too. Shit.
Oh, hey.
That's
I
what's
want
up.
to do that, base. Damn.
Yeah. Hell
Yep.
yeah. I'm literally sitting outside with some, I love Nightmare Before Christmas. So I have their flip flops with the Jack Skellington on them with some freaking army fatigue, freaking leggings and a black tank top sitting outside talking to you guys, smoking a cigarette. It's nice,
Shit.
about 78 degrees or something outside. It's not bad.
I'm fucking jealous. Cold as hell here. I'm outside smoking a cigarette too. It's fucking cold as hell. Got a hoodie on. I got a fucking hoodie on with a hat. What the fuck?
I would give you a hug, a virtual hug. That sounds terrible.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Especially being a New Yorker, being able to say this is fantastic.
Yeah, true.
Wow.
Yeah.
For real. Well, definitely shout out to bandlab.com. We also want to shout out, all the other ones like United Masters that people are getting with now because they can give you some strength in getting into video games and some commercial areas. We want to shout out CD Baby that they have a lot of things going on as well. I love Ditto. Shout out to ditto.com. I actually am a
What's
member.
that?
I have my Ditto as a distributor as well. I work through them. DistroKid.com. Everybody works freaking DistroKid through bandlab.com and all the other great places too. I'm feeling so nice right now, I swear. All right, moving on to the next segment, guys. You know what time it is, right?
Easy Folks, you're up next, man.
Easy Folks. Welcome to this is the moment you guys been waiting for. This is the Artist Corner hour or minute, 15 minutes or whatever the fuck you call it. Artist Corner with Easy Folks. I'm done, bro. I told you. So we have Artist Corner. It's dedicated to your actually, artistry that you do. We have Easy Folks and DJ SKN's gonna ask you a series of questions. Just go with the flow.
Okay. Oh, shit. All right. Fuck. Hold on 1 second.
That's a lot.
You need like a hand warmer. I mean, come on. I'm from Montana, man. I can give you some tips, man. You need like 5 blankets. Maybe cram some paper towels, dry paper towels, and like your gloves and stuff.
All right, I'm back at it.
Man. I gotta give him a fleece.
My hoodie off. Nah,
Damn.
I'm in the house now. I had to take the hoodie off. I get hot quick.
Oh, you're lucky. Here in Oregon, you gotta, when you come in from the cold, you have to take it all off because the cold follows you and it stays with you. You don't warm up.
No, I can't go there. That's terrible. I got this lizard that's just like hanging out with me the whole night. I got a little tiny lizard. He's about 3 inches, and he just keeps jumping over here and running all around my mom's screen porch because I'm not even home right now. It's crazy. Yeah, I guess it's my buddy now. All right, buddy. Easy, you're up. Easy. Which one are you picking? You got 2 artists. Which one you going first with?
Ooh. All right, Mr. Jai Gunz.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of artists, when you boil everything down, there's like a message or a motivation that kind of like inspires their music. Would you be able to maybe quantify for us what like your dominant message or the root message of your music and inspiration is?
Well, just being a blind rapper in general, my biggest overall message is never allow anything from what you feel is your dream. and always shoot for the top of it. Go overachieving if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Keep driving for that success point. You know what I'm saying? Because when people start to notice your work, you know what I mean, then they'll see that you dedicated a certain amount of time, and that significant amount of time pays off. So like never, think that what you're doing is for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I always want to express as an overall message to my listeners and the people that hear my music. Just know that, yeah, I'm blind, but I never let that stop me, and I had my moments where I felt like I was alone, I was dropped, I was never going to do anything, I was never going to be heard by anyone, but I always wanted to be a musician. I always wanted to be in the music some kind of way. And I felt that my lyricism as an artist was always something that carried with me no matter what. So even when I was, sick and I ended up in a coma, the first thing I heard was music. The only thing I heard was music. And they had me I was in a coma for 6 weeks at one point, and
Damn.
that's really just it for me. You know what I mean? I feel like that's where my position in life is being in the music, listening and producing and creating new sounds and new structures of music for people to hear and enjoy, and giving that overall message to keep going.
That's amazing. So you're kind of like saying you don't have to see the top of the mountain to get to the top of the mountain.
Correct. There you go.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's great. All right. P.M Grands.
Yeah.
Who or what inspires you to create more than anything else?
Probably just probably my parents and stuff like that. They got a crazy work drive. They're older, and they do a lot and shit like that. They basically instilled that work ethic into me, and I just try to model myself after that.
Word.
I get that. My mom's older, and she finally retired, but that lady was working 2 jobs for like 60 years or something, like just an insane amount. And
yeah, definitely. I mean, the average person, they got, I could say a celebrity or something like that, but I'd rather keep it real. Like that's more what inspires me, that I'm a regular person at the end of the day. So,
Word.
That's fucking dope.
I'll keep you relatable.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're normal people at the end of the day. So I try to just, I'm not gonna, say some shit that I don't agree with or whatever. That's basically my inspiration. My dad, he works his ass off, and he's older, and shit like that. So I hate working. I'll be honest, but like the music and all that shit. I'll be honest, like I fucking hate it. So I don't. That's just inspiring to me. So, you keep doing it in your old age and shit. So.
Yeah.
100%. I do hate working my damn stuff. When that motherfucker, when you get up in the morning and you look at the clock, you say to yourself, yo, got a house I woke up in, I'm fully clothed, I got clothes in the closet that I paid for. You know what I'm saying? You can't really knock that because you gotta count yourself as blessed as people outside that ain't got it.
Yeah, and it's just tedious, waking up every day doing the same shit, and what I'm saying, it's tedious shit. So anybody could do it for years and years. You gotta, take your hat off to them and shit. So
for real, that's real.
It's real talk. Any more easy folks?
P.M. Grands, where did you live before you went to the Northeast? You don't sound fully acclimated.
Well, I'm originally from Hartford. I was born in Hartford, but back in the day, I was in California. I had a little independent record deal out there, but it didn't work out. So I ended up coming back here, and I've just been working on music with a lot of different studios up and down the East Coast and stuff, New York and Boston and Connecticut, New Jersey. Yeah, I'm originally from Hartford, though.
I bet that's a bit of a change. I mean, I've been to California, but I've never been to the East Coast. I imagine they're quite different.
Yeah, they're completely night and day. I mean, the West Coast is beautiful too. Don't get me wrong. I loved it when I was out there. I was out there for like 4 years. I lived in Van Nuys, and
damn, Van Nuys.
Yeah, I was in Van Nuys.
That's dope.
And it's a different experience. Like, New York got the lights and all that shit too, but see it with palm trees and warm weather. It's a different aspect to it.
It's a whole new aspect of it.
Yeah.
I only know the East Coast. That's it.
I fucking loved it. When I was out there taking my plane to go there, I was with the rapper Buckshot Shorty from Black Moon and fucking from Jizza from Wu-Tang, and Hulk Hogan was on my plane. All three of them was on the same plane. So when you out there, you see celebrities like you see any fucking buddy. The people out there, they see him so often. It's like, all that paparazzi shit you see on TV. I don't even think it's like that, really. Maybe for like red carpet shows and shit, but that average celebrity could just, go about their business. They don't,
That's crazy, but that's also cool in the same way.
Yeah. I met Kareem Abdul-Jabbar out there, fucking, just walking. Fucking, Woody Harrelson, all different people. Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'd have a hard time not going fanboy all the time.
A funny story. I was walking with my dog on Venice Beach. I had a big ass Rottweiler, like 160 pounds, and I heard, "God damn, that's a big ass dog!" And I looked, and it was Lawrence Fishburne getting into a Corvette, and I was like, "Yo." So,
I love that guy.
Yeah, so that's my story with fucking the Matrix, dude. It's cool though. Like, most of them you think they'll be like too good to talk and shit. A lot of them they're friendly and shit. So,
Word.
TV sometimes paints a picture. It's all fucking. All that shit.
I'm mad they didn't put his ass in the last Matrix movie though.
What you say? I didn't catch you.
I said I'm mad that they didn't put Lawrence in the last Matrix movie.
He wasn't in it.
Nah, the nigga wasn't in that shit. They had some other motherfucker trying to play as a young version or older version of fucking Morpheus.
What the hell? There's only one Morpheus. There's only one.
Yeah.
I didn't even see the new one. Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I got HBO Max. I be catching shit. And I caught that premiere when it first hit. I was in it. I was listening, but I was very, very upset about that.
Yeah, I don't know when they do movies like that. It's never the same with all the actors. They did that shit. Just like Fridays, the other Fridays were alright, but the original Friday with Chris Tucker, that's Friday.
Yeah,
that's Friday.
Definitely.
You can't lose that.
I don't want to drive with that in my car. So I'm gonna leave it.
Why they even not back on, or why they not trying to recap on that? All of that.
I'm afraid they'll stop.
I'm okay. I'm just like my mother. I love you too, man. All right, I'm good. I'll text you. All right.
We okay?
Yeah,
sound like she migrating.
You sound like me walking through the store.
I had 5, maybe 4, and I gotta get home. because it's getting late, and my mom was just worried, and she's like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna leave the bottle of vodka there. Of course, I'm not gonna put it in the car with me." And I've been eating, so it's the fucking Lit Squad. What the fuck you expect?
Oh, really? You're crazy.
I'm okay.
Man.
I'm okay. Don't jinx me. God walks with me.
All right. Let's do this.
Don't worry. It's all good. So yeah, because I'm saying I'm like, it's already 9:39. My parents are, they're young, so they go to sleep early. And we were listening to some old, Latin salsa and stuff, and drinking and having a good time. My parents ended up going to sleep because I started the show. So I'm just gonna take my ass home, and I hope the police don't hear this right now. But it's okay.
Yep, party goes to Aurelia's house. Y'all ready?
You already know I'm that beast. I ain't worried about shit. I'm good. I'll open all the windows. Well, not so much because then I can't hear you guys because in case I hear some crazy shit. But it's already, Florida is kind of like dead after 10 o'clock. It's 9:39 out here. It's fine.
Okay.
She's just like, my mom was like, you're okay. To be honest, I was getting on some fucking, I'm listening to you guys and all this great information. And I'm on some, whoa, what the fuck? This shit's starting to slap me. So she gave me a fucking sandwich, Italian sub. And she's like, take this with you just in case, like, okay, whatever. I'm good. I'm all right, I swear. I'm a professional intoxicated driver. It's fine. No problem.
My girl,
I don't promote it though.
Use peanut butter. My girl's father.
What did you say about peanut butter?
He uses peanut butter all the time. Like
salt. You eat something with salt, it goes away. But I ate a good amount. I'm okay. I just, I'm not that far. I'm only going 10 minutes anyway. But most definitely, that is fantastic that you guys have those visions, that I'm listening about, how your perspective is what Easy Folks had asked you. So that's dope. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get into SKN. It's crazy questions, right? Unless we're going to go Easy Folks. You have anything else to ask them?
For time constraints, I will defer to SKN.
All right, SKN, hit him.
All right, P.M Grands. Let's get straight into this, man, because I don't know how much time we got.
I'm sorry, I haven't heard you. What you said?
Talking in tongues. First track off the Band Lab playlist, man.
Your first track off a Band Lab playlist you're talking about. Yeah, you kind of went in and out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yo,
I can
you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Talking in tongues.
Yeah, there's a crazy little story behind that. Basically, and it had like the hook already in it, so that was in another language. So yeah, please. So me and my boy, we had the idea, sexual relations and stuff. You got somebody, talking in tongues, and that was basically the motive behind the hook. It was like, yeah.
All right, I got a question.
I don't know if I explained it right, but
I got a question.
If you listen to the song, they'll figure it out.
Yeah. Hey, bro. So you have a collaboration with Juan G?
Yeah. Yup.
How did you link up?
Well, he's actually somebody that I recorded. That song was recorded at my boy's studio that I mentioned earlier that passed away. I actually grew up with him. He's a rap artist. That was just a song. I have like over 800 songs recorded. So, I had to get a couple of them out there. Like they're not doing me no good. The people ain't hearing them. So that was my more favorite tracks that I did. So, I posted it.
All right, man. Go ahead and get into This Is How We Do featuring Old Wings, man.
that's a similar scenario too. That's also another friend that I grew up with over here from. Yeah, if you go to the other folder, if you go to the other folder, those are more recent tracks from Beer Lab. If you go to, there's one that says trending or even.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's get into trending, man. How did you get involved with this, and what was one of the first songs you started trending with?
The way I found Beer Lab was basically when my boy died with the studio. I gave up music for about 3 years, and here and there I would have little urges, or when you like putting lyrics together and stuff, something will pop in your head, or like a melody. And I have a bad memory, so a lot of the times like I'll come up with something, I forget the melody even though I have the words. So I was looking for a way to record it, and I came across BandLab, and one thing led to another, and I just I stayed up here because I like it.
All right, man. So you have 42 songs trending on BandLab, and how long have you been on the app?
I think I joined in June, but I was having problems. I almost get popular. What the fuck I'm spending? They have like an automated suspension thing that basically it picks up spam, people that are up there spamming and fake accounts and shit. So I was getting linked to like a fake account, and then I messaged them and was like, yo, I can't even like anybody's shit or whatever. And then they fixed it or whatever. But so July I consider like the first month that I was up there.
Damn. All right, man. So
I'm sorry, what?
Friend on bandlab.com 47 times.
42.
42.
42.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, like I'm real humble. Like
yeah, bro.
The way
let's see. Go for it.
The way I actually found out I was trending, because I didn't ever. I was up there for a short amount of time, and then somebody hit me.
All right, Mr. Jai Gunz.
Talk to me.
All right, man. So let me go back real quick, man, because I didn't expect that to happen. You know what I'm saying? I should always be prepared, man. I ain't never prepared, man.
Shut the front door. You prepared. Look at me. I'm like, over here driving.
You should see me when I'm high. I'm sober for the moment until tomorrow.
Fucking lit, squad.
All right, man.
That's the point. We lit.
All right, so let me ask you this, man. You're fresh on BandLab too?
Pretty much. I mean, I started in I actually signed up for it in November of 2020, but I didn't really start using it until the following year. Like,
so let's talk about Shark City, man. How did you get involved with that?
Wow. Okay. So first thing, let me shout out Mr. Hendrix.
Shark City Beats.
Yeah, Doughboy Hendrix, man. He actually got me in his band, Dark Side of the Lab and Elite Trappers and all of them. And I just so happened to hear a beat that came across the group message board as I was listening for, new somethings to work on and trying to come up with new concepts. And Shark City came up. He had dropped a beat in the platform and in the message board. Because that was the first tracks I did off of him, and if I'm not mistaken, it was Ganja Potted Plants. So like I've heard the beat, and initially, immediately from hearing it, I was like, oh man, I gotta do something to this. So I went right to work. I got all my parts down, and right now it's a pending feature because I'm waiting on Dr. Leathers to get it in. Yeah, that was the first time I rocked out with Shark City, and then after that, every so often I would tap in and see beats that he would drop, because Shark City invited me into his band, Shark Infested Waters. So when I got in there,
All right, yo, let me stop you right there, man. Let me stop you right there real quick. All right, man. So Shark Infested Waters is a band, man, and you dropped a song in the band. The best of me is you.
Yeah. Actually, that was the first published project. Yeah, that was my Valentine's Day song from my lady. I did that over what was it, a couple. It didn't take but a couple,
I am
days.
so nice. Backwards parking into my driveway right now on 4 drinks. Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's just, like I said, it was something I did for my lady, for Valentine's Day, because we live 1,100 miles apart. So, I just, try to do whatever I can, to show her I'm still here. She's still in my heart, So that's me.
All right, man. All right, so man, let's talk about your Twitch channel, man. What you got going on over there?
Actually, I just launched that Twitch channel this past week, so like it's really, really fresh. I did one channel. I did like one segment this week where I tested the show. I tried to get some stuff going on over there. What I'm going to start doing, and I think it's going to be a really good setup, is for the New Wave Music Wednesdays. What I would usually do on Wednesdays on my Instagram show is probably going to be something that I would want to do there, where we select each artist's music by them sending me in their music and in the email or whatever, and we'll take it from there, and play their music right there on the show, and I give my professional critiques and criticisms of it, which most likely I like to commend a lot of artists. They do. Most of the artists that submit their music are dope MCs. They give me good coverage, not really have anything bad to say.
Hey, bro, can I ask you a question, man?
What's up?
So with all this you got going on, man, and you're on multiple platforms, man, how do you maintain and stay consistent, bro?
Well, I mean, it's all about the mindset. Whatever you are doing, you want to make sure that everything you're doing, you keep consistency, and stay persistent with what you're trying to do. Those two things I feel like are the things that keep me balanced as far as like what I'm doing, how I'm putting it out, when I'm doing timing, scheduling everything in the right format so that I'm on time with a lot of stuff. It's all about keeping yourself on a schedule, pretty much, and as long as you stay to your schedule and it's a setup that's not so conflicting. You know what I mean? I think you can work it. Anybody can do it.
Let me ask you this, man. All right, so you got a whole list of bands that you are affiliated with, plus you got the PG show Monday through Sunday, right?
Well, Monday through Saturday, if you want to put it in the technical terms, yeah, it's 6 days a week.
All right, man. So, how does the workflow ever get overloaded on you where you can't keep up with it all at one time?
In the beginning, I was, because I was still learning how to occupy the engineering side of BandLab. Yeah, so I mean, at one point, I was very frustrated with a lot of stuff I was doing, but at the same time, I made it a pacing situation because when I first started using BandLab, I did it solely to try to produce my first my album that I dropped last year, Mind of My Own. So when I after I had got done doing the album, and all I was doing for the remainder of the year was basically working on EQ in it basically, because I wanted to give everybody a cleaner version because I heard what I put out and I was like, I think this is better. I think I could do way better than this. By that time I started learning and I got a lot more efficient with my recording skills on the BandLab. So it just became one of those projects where I was just like that. And then as I'm going through, certain artists would hit me, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. What you got? you know, and then before you know it, we have collaborations jumping off over here and over there. I've done a lot of different collaborations with some of the artists that I started.
Anyways, Mr. PG, go ahead on what you were talking about.
Well, no, it's just like I was saying, you know, as I was getting into the artistry and into the music, you know, on BandLab, and I was creating, you know, recreating those songs that I had already, you know, put together, and perfecting the quality of it. You know, a lot of other artists started noticing my work. They hit me up, and then when they hit me up, we'd be like, "Yo, you want to work on this, or you want to work on that?" You know, and I was never shy away from working on music. Like, I'm always intuitive. I just finished a project, my part of a project that me and Relly are gonna be working on soon. So like, that's just, you know what I'm saying, something that I've been always available to. Like, I get little side work. You know, I got family members off BandLab that, you know, yo, let's go do this. We're gonna go to the studio. I'm like, nigga, I'm not paying for it, so I hope you paying for the studio time. And I'm not coming to play games. I go in and I spit my shit, and I make sure my shit is right, you know. And I'm trying to do it one take, and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have patience. I don't have, you know, I don't have time. I just want to get it done and get it and be able to chill, you know.
Yo, bro, you smoke a lot of weed?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, dog.
Although as of now, I'm like I said, I'm fresh out. I've been out for about a week, so I'm just waiting. I got a couple of packages coming in the mail. Plus, I got something I'm about to pick up before tomorrow morning when I get up. So,
were you incarcerated or what?
What, have I been incarcerated?
No, is that what you like, fresh out?
Nah, I'm fresh. Not fresh out at all. I've been in jail before, but I ain't fresh out. I've been out of jail. Last time I was in jail was 2014. That was literally like months before I went blind. I went to jail in April of 2014 for stealing out of Walmart. I stole the American Gangster movie with Denzel Washington. I stole that DVD out of Walmart, you know, and not one of my proudest moments. I spent 2 months in jail. They tried to put me on a year's probation, and you know, down south. Yeah, down south is crazy, yo. You go to probation, you have to pay to see your PO. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit sucks. Like,
all right, PG. So, man, you definitely got a vibe to music, man. You know what I'm saying? And man, just like Relly just said, man, big inspiration, man. I'm glad you took another hour out of your busy schedule you got, man, to come fuck with us on the Lit Squad, man. That's
hey, listen, it's my pleasure, bro. This is what I do. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to be, you know, in a conversation or about, you know, the music I make, or just in general talking with people of like-mindedness, you know what I mean? Creators of like-mindedness, you know what I'm saying? So this is a perfect setup for me, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing to me.
Hell yeah, dope, man. So is there anything you want to add to the interview, man?
Other than, you know, my mantra, I bite.
All right, Easy. Go ahead, man. The floor is yours, big dog.
All right, bro. I'm gonna ask you some off the wall questions. You ready?
Round.
Let's get it.
All right. So you have to choose. You can have one of two superpowers. One, you can teleport, but only 1.5 feet to your left. And two, you can fly, but only short distances and really slow.
Oh. Yeah, I think I want to teleport, but only 1 foot to the left, because you think about it, how thick is the walls of a bank? You know?
Oh shit.
You know, I might get stuck in between, you know, but hell, we're gonna try something eventually. We're gonna try one day, you know. That's my thought process. Like, shit, let's do something like that, you know.
Hey, man, it's big, man.
Yeah, say 8 inches. If it's 8 inches, then it's not 1 foot, so it's shorter than 1 foot, which means I could get in the bank, go into the safe, get out of the safe, and still be not in between the safe walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be awkward explaining how you got stuck between the walls.
Right.
Yeah,
Didn't work
with
out.
all kind of money floating in front, like looking
Yeah.
crazy. I don't think so. I would definitely be looking forward to like one of those. Yeah, we gotta make this happen. Transfer
Yeah.
my transportation. I'm teleporting outside of that wall some way somehow.
All right. Would you rather go deep into space alone or like way down in the ocean alone?
Is there a third option? No. Honestly, space is fascinating. The deep space, the deep sea is scary. I'm, kind of freaked out about I'm freaked out about the ocean in general. There's too much shit going on in there. Substance,
Yeah.
it's shit in there that we still ain't found yet. And honest and truthfully, I do not want to be the one to find it, nor see it for the first time. If I had sight to see, but it's just a point. Deep space, however, that's kind of creepy too. You know what I mean? So I don't know, like which one would be worse, like not hearing a asteroid as it crashes into your ship, you know what I mean, or getting swallowed by something that actually was chewing on a great white shark for an appetizer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like which one is worse? Because then you think about the fact that once you get sucked out into space, you're a fucking statue floating in the air, like floating in nothing. It's no air, no oxygen. It's like watching nothing really. There's no sound. You can't even hear anything. You know what I mean? It's that's creepy. That is creepy. That's almost like dead anyway. So I think if I had to choose, I would probably say space. Because as creepy as it is, it's like you get this, with eyes you can see the beauty of the planets, and all of these different, things as they swish past your face and past your view and everything. So only thing I probably would be a little nervous about and more susceptible is like the black holes and asteroid fields and all kind of shit like that. That kind of throws me off. So it's like I'm having to steer through this or avoid this, and you can't really avoid a black hole because it actually will suck you in.
Yeah. So you have to choose between like gigantic demon squid in our ocean or gigantic space anomaly black holes that'll tear you into pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the terrible thing about it because personally, both of them have a more sufferable situation when you get caught up in them. The squid situation, you're gonna drown before this dude picks away at your brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're gonna feel a little pinch. You're gonna feel some pecks and pokes there from them biting at you and nibbling on you. But then you got to think about that. You're also gonna suffocate at that time off of the fact that you have no oxygen, you have no way to breathe underwater. So yeah, you're gonna be screwed. You're just gonna be screwed all the way around.
Really makes you appreciate having your feet firmly on the ground.
On the ground, for real. Like I've never even flown in a plane. So like for me personally, I get petrified about certain things like that, because personally I hear a lot of stories. I've seen a lot of planes go down before I lost vision and all that stuff. I was actually in Albany, New York, here where I live, and I watched the plane that hit the Twin Towers go down to New York City. I watched it fly down to New York City. I've seen it. It was flying low as hell. I knew something wasn't right. I just said that. And then by the time I walked in my house, CNN was showing a report of that plane hitting the tower. I said, look at this shit here.
That's some heavy shit.
Like, I mean, for real. And it never seems to fade, like, from memory, a lot of these things that I've experienced. So I don't know, for me, it just gives me a readiness of what to expect for myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the reason why I'm just like, I don't mind. There's like people be like, oh, you got to drive 16 hours. No, I don't give a shit. I'd rather be driving 16 hours, somebody fall asleep and swerve off onto a ditch somewhere than, you know what I'm saying? Like, so something weird happened like in the air and there's no way to grab onto anything, nothing to hold on to, just nothing but air, and you're just going to smack that pavement with everything that came with you.
Yeah, it's some heavy shit.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I mentally think about disaster situations for some reason. I don't know why, but it's because my mind is there. My mind's always in that realm sometimes, because you never know. You have to be expecting certain things that even you don't want to expect or you don't want to happen. You know what I mean? As my father would always say, always expect the unexpected.
Yay. P.M Grands in the building.
Yeah, I
Just
don't know what
in
happened.
time.
Man. Yeah, I apologize. I was fucking over here cursing and go crazy. I had 88% charged phone, and I'm staring at the shit, and it just shut off. And I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" I have no clue what happened. And then,
Well,
yeah.
you just showed up just in time for some acapella freestyle.
Oh, okay. Acapella freestyle, damn. All right.
Yes, sir. So before we get into it, I'd like to thank my co-hosts and our guests for putting on a great show, and all our great
thank you for having
listeners.
me.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, guys, let's hear some bars.
Who want to go first?
Go first.
Hold on, let me get a cough drop because I'm losing my voice over here. What do you? After y'all. Hold on, sorry. I was unprepared for this. The guy, thrown at me at the last second. Otherwise, I would have been,
It's cool. It's cool.
I'm in the car and driving and fucking, so it seemed fucking crazy. But, that fucking.
Let's keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get frisky. Let's get witty. It's Mr. Jai Gunz. Boy, I'm so pretty. I know I can't be seen. I'm not witty. I done said some things that make you feel litty, or maybe get giddy, or maybe feel pity. Cause I'm sublime, man, spitting something serious. I don't know. This is strictly for the music. So I had to give it so simple, like this whole thing that I do when I come to flowing. I rap that'll wrap you up like a mummy, make you feel it in your tummy. Damn, that boy said something funny. Ooh. I got a couple of hoes and I got a couple bats. I don't know what's going on with either one of that. I might have fucked up my flow, but I'm still freaking that.
Keep it coming.
In the back with a black act. In the back seat with a black Mac and a back sack. Yeah, I got a couple things inside that. And if you want to know what it is, I'm going to have to snap and show you when I unfold these things out of the fold too. They're going to have to show you like a rope do when it wrap up around you. Tie you with the gag. Put a sock inside your mouth, fool. Hold up. That's gag shit. I don't even like the brag shit.
Check. Straight off the top. I don't talk a lot, rather walk the trot. Cocky cause I'm hot. If there's a change in forecast, then I'm probably coming. Doppler radar can't even track or predict my motions. I come through and divide the oceans. Just to prove a point like Jesus, why they opened the eyes of Moses in pride, he soak it to surprise you jokesters. Can't deny when he writes, son, like a soul, no one could even lace a tie his Nikes up, Because when it comes to flows, PM deeper than ancient mysteries of the unknown, like pyramids in Egypt. Lyrics compared to unsolved secrets. I cleverly speak this English vocab and dissect it to minute pieces. Recognize with pride, got a spot in the light. When I rhyme, so try hard to keep it. Oh well, so be it. Won't shelter reasons why I'm cockier than a recycled baby wipe used twice to fight diarrhea.
Yeah.
I'm struggling over here. I got cough drop in my mouth. I'm fucking. Man.
Man, hey, you got the job done, man.
Oh yeah, guys.
You can go ahead and help us out, man. And hey, I want to say first and foremost, thank you all for joining the Lit Squad. You know, we're gonna be back on this every Sunday, and we're gonna try to throw in some more, man, because you know I got my days off situated, so you know I'm gonna be ready. And man, it feels good to be back. And thank you to both my co-hosts who did an excellent job in coming through and putting this show together. With that being said, thank you, Kizzy. Thank you, P.M Grands. We hope to hear more from you soon. So, yeah, you just go ahead and take it over, man.
Yeah, appreciate you guys and your effort, my co-hosts and the listeners. As I said, I just feel blessed to be involved in all this and with all the amazing people.
Word. Yeah, respect to everybody for having me, and have much love. Thank you.
For sure. Shout out to Relly, man, sending the invite to get me in here, yo, because
Yeah, definitely. Shout out, Relly. Yep.
That's the
definitely.
realest.